Hello, hello. Hi, friends. Welcome, everybody, and a very special welcome to our returning author, Jean Nishimura. How are you, Jean?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Congratulations. It is your book launch day. How are you
Yeah.
feeling?
Oh, I'm so excited. I
I'm
was
excited
excited
for
the
you.
first time for my first book, but even more so for this one.
Yes. Could you hold up your new book and let everybody know the title of the book?
It's Look Up and Hear the Music.
Look up and hear the music. I learned so much in this book about music and about you. So, can you tell everybody what this new book is about and who it's for?
Okay. Well, the main character of this book is Miki, and it takes place during Miki's early childhood years, and it centers around her love of music and the special adults in her life who were her guiding light. And it also shows the calming effect of the beauty in nature and thoughts of her wonderful pet, her Chihuahua Pipico, who contributed to her growing confidence.
Yes. And who would you say that this book is for?
It's for the children who aspire to do challenging pursuits or who are engaged already in these pursuits, because I think that they can relate to Miki and what she goes
Mhm.
through.
Yes, yes.
Yes. And by the way, Miki is me as a child.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I really enjoyed reading the book and learning more about you and your interests and your loves. And I love how you said it is a lot about music, but it's about finding peace and being out in nature also. I really enjoyed the book. Thank you for writing it. I think you did such a beautiful job with this book. What is it that you hope that parents and kids will take away from the book?
I hope that the children and the parents will see that as they're working towards these pursuits, especially if they're pursuits where they have to perform in front of a audience, no matter how small or large, that they discover the joy in this journey on reaching their goals. Because it's just as important the skills they gain and the feelings that they have along the way.
Yes. Well, what a beautiful book to show them exactly that. And as you said, Jean, this is your second children's book that you have published.
Mhm.
Can you show everybody your first book and tell them what that first book was about?
This is the head in the clouds duckling, and this is Hank. He's the main character who has those moments. And
Yes.
he also portrays myself.
Yes.
Many people who are creative and innovative, they have these moments because this is when they're thinking about the ideas that they
Mhm.
want to go and create. And yes, and so it's about a duck family and how supportive they were of his individual differences. And I wanted to share that everybody has their unique qualities that they can celebrate.
Hmm. Well, I love that book also. So today we're celebrating the brand new book, Look Up and Hear the Music. But when you go to Amazon, because I'm going to ask you to go to Amazon, look for this new book. Also look up for Jean's first book, The Head in the Clouds, Duckling. Did I say that correctly? The full
Yeah,
title? Maybe hold
yeah.
both books up so people can see them. Okay, both books are on Amazon today. They're there now. So make sure to go there. They're there in paperback, hardcover, and also ebook format. So good. Thank you, Jean. So, what inspired you to write a second book?
I was surrounded by such wonderful individuals in my life. And of course, my wonderful pet. And I feel that anybody who has some more challenging goals that they're trying to reach, it's so important for them to be surrounded by these people who are encouraging and supportive. So I wanted to write a tribute to a few of these from my early childhood years that set me on such a wonderful path.
Hmm.
And so I wanted to share about these two special teachers and my pet Pipicle. And to just go a little bit more into that, Mrs. Stone was my very first piano teacher, And she had a magnetic personality. And her enthusiasm when she would share anything, everything came alive. And even the stories behind the songs that she would perform. She played the piano and the violin beautifully. And I recall her telling me about wanting to go back in time to when women wore those hoop skirt ball gowns and dancing the minuet. So then when I would play Bach's Minuet in G major, I would have this vision of women dancing in these beautiful ball gowns. And so this is what she did. And she was just so animated. And then my Japanese language school teacher, Ozawa sensei, he was so compassionate and kind and insightful. And he wanted to find ways for students that he has to shine. And I think that's why he pressed so hard for me to perform in the winter concert. And I'm so grateful that he did that. He
Mm.
took me, he knew how to take me out of my comfort zone, you know,
Yes.
and just such a wonderful person that I can never forget. And he did this on other occasions as well for me. And I feel just so grateful that I had people like that who saw value in me and wanted to showcase it because I don't think I would have sought it out on my own.
Yes. That is the impact that we can make on another person that people have made on your life, and now the impact that you're making on children's lives who get to read these books. Jean, thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you. That's so, so beautiful. So now this is your second children's book. How was this process different from the first time?
Well, the second time, I already was taught the story elements that are needed to write a good children's story. And I also knew the phases that we would be going through. So I knew what to expect. And so that was wonderful, to already have that information. The second time, the challenging part was the time frame to get everything done was shorter, right?
Yes.
So, so I, just very quickly, the next deadline appeared. So, but at the same time, it kept me on track. And that's what
Yes,
your
and you
program
did it.
does, Miriam. Your program allows us to follow a wonderful structure so that we do meet all of our deadlines. And
Yes.
behind all of this is a very supportive staff,
Oh,
a
thank
staff
you,
that
Jean.
encouraged me along the way. And that's just
Mhm.
such a wonderful feeling because you don't always have that in life, to have
Yes.
a team
Yes.
that encourages you, just like in my early childhood years.
Yes. Oh, Jean, thank you. I am so blessed to have the team that we have. And I'm so proud of you. In such a short time, you've published two children's books. That's so wonderful. Now, I know that with any time we do something new, this is your second children's book. What would you say was a challenge? Because the challenges always come up. What would you say was the biggest challenge when writing this new book?
Well, since this was such a personal story that is based on a true account of momentous events and very special people and my very special pet, um, I was protective of its
Hmm.
contents.
Hmm.
However, I knew that anything that my editor, Sharon Jennings, would suggest, I knew that it was important to follow it because she's so, so intelligent and, such an incredible writer. And so she suggested that I elaborate a little more on the conflict of the story,
Yes.
and which I did. That was a wonderful suggestion. So my early childhood memories, I had to probe deeper into that and which I was able to do and then capture those thoughts that Miki had during that situation. And so
Mhm.
once I added that to my story, it just clarified everything so much more and my story flowed better.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I like that.
so I
I
was
like
grateful.
knowing that. I like knowing that. So tell me a little bit about working with your illustrator, John Davis.
Well, I chose him again because
Yes.
I knew he would do a splendid job with the second one as well, even though it was different from the first one. The first one was animal characters, the second one had human characters. But what
Yes.
I did was I sent him photos from my early childhood years,
Oh,
and he
good.
actually captured some of the features of the people, including some of my features. And also, he captured how my early childhood home looked like. And to see
Really?
to see that in my book, I just like smiled, so big. Like, this is incredible. And yeah, and I knew he would make intelligent choices. He
Hmm.
has clever ideas. There are so many
Hmm.
artists out there who can create such beautiful, beautiful works of art, but he is clever.
Yes.
And the
Well,
other
that's
thing, yeah, the
yeah.
other thing that he did, my story is very serious, but he added a soft touch to it that
Hmm.
made it even more appealing to children and adults.
Yes, I was going to tell you, I noticed that. And I'm looking to the side because I have your book on my other screen. That's what I keep looking at, the characters. They're done in such a way that bring out a lot of fun in the story. Like you said, the story's a little bit serious, but we see through the characters that it's a joyful story. It's a fun story. They're fun characters.
Mhm.
Now, Jean, how does it feel to have another children's book out in the world for you?
It feels wonderful. I'm able to extend the message from my first book, which
Hmm.
was to celebrate one's unique qualities, and then now showcase a quality that I had, which was a passion for music, and then show how even the challenges you can create and make it into something beautiful. And you can do that through children's books.
Yes, yes, for sure.
Yes, and the impact that you have on others by being an author. I saw that from my first book. And so to
Hmm.
be able to continue that with the second book, that's a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing. I love hearing that. Now, what advice do you have for an author who may be thinking about writing their second book?
Well, if you have a story still remaining that you are wanting to share with others, or a message that you want to put out there into the community or into the world, then write your book, write your next book. You already saw what happened with your first book. And so, if you still have more content, which I'm sure you do, then please share it because there is somebody waiting to hear it.
Hmm. I love that. And we can have that type of impact, the impact that your teachers have had on you, on other people with our children's books. Now, okay, so for sure, friends, go to Amazon. Jean, could you hold both books up one more time? So these books are available on Amazon, The Head in the Cloud Ducklings, and Look Up and Hear the Music, Jean's brand new book. So go there, find them, soft cover, hardcover, ebook format. It doesn't matter. Just share it with the children in your life. I know that they're going to thank you for that. But besides going to Amazon, where else can people find you?
They can find me on my social media, Instagram at Jean Nishimura Author, Facebook, Jean Nishimura Author, and my website, jeannishimura.com.
Excellent. Okay, excellent. Um, Jean, I always like to ask this before we go. Is there anything you'd like to share or anything that you wish I would have asked you?
Well, Miriam, you are a wonderful visionary, and you are always coming up with new ways to enhance our experience as authors. And you and your team have provided a wonderful supportive network of authors. And as I mentioned earlier, just the support and encouragement is tremendous. I mean, you can't
Mhm.
ask for more than that.
I appreciate you.
Whenever you work on anything that's somewhat challenging or new, to have that support behind you is the most important.
Mhm.
And because every part of being an author is a value. And you have to know about all of those areas. And that's what your program does for authors. So I'm very
I
grateful for that.
Well, I appreciate you, Jean. Thank you. It's been our pleasure to help you with both of these books. And I'm so proud of you because we get to publish such amazing books from amazing authors. So thank you for writing those books and thank you for following your dreams and going and making them happen.
Well, thank you for allowing it to happen.
Yeah, yeah. Well, friends, it's been so nice of you to be here watching this interview. Make sure to go to Amazon, grab a copy of these wonderful books, and go follow Jean. Show her your support and show her your love on her social media and on her website. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Jean. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye bye.